Number 5. Austin Travis in Executive Decision. This one wouldn't be so cool if it happened to anyone other than Steven Seagal.
Who the hell else is gonna do it? You?
And this was when he was at the height of his popularity, so it's kind of awesome that he pretty much punked the entire audience by getting knocked off in the first dozen minutes.
What kind of babbling bullshit is this?
These planes are about to break apart, killing everybody on board.
The hatch has gotta be closed down or we'll lose both planes!
So he does what he has to do, and he makes the noblest sacrifice of his life.
We're not gonna make it!
He lets Kurt Russell be the star.
I can see my house from here!
And this is way cooler than his death in Machete.
Que puto.
Number 5 is death by being an extended cameo.
And Steven Seagal.
Number 4. One in Resident Evil and Alderson in Cube.
¿Qué pasa? There's two of those son of a bitches!
These two share the spot because they're essentially the same gag. One is just ripping off the other.
Lonely.
In the first scene in the sleeper hit Cube, a lone man triggers a trap and gets, well, cubed.
I'm not a complete man anymore.
3 years later, a group of Umbrella Corporation commandos trigger a trap in the hive and get... Both are terrifyingly gory, but one's fate in Resident Evil has the edge simply for the heart-stopping suspense and this badass reaction.
Who the fuck is this asshole?
Number 4 is a double dose of death by dicing. Number 3. Tim Messenger in Hot Fuzz. I'm just gonna let this one speak for itself. This is like the Wile E. Coyote of cool death scenes. It could never happen in real life. The laws of probability and physics are really stacked against being able to pull this off.
Just an accident.
This is supposedly premeditated and planned. Well, how does the killer know that the guy is going to be standing in this exact spot? How does he know the spire can be pried loose? How do you target a falling piece of masonry so precisely?
Use the Force, Luke.
Just isn't fair.
Number 3 is death by church. Number 2. Vic Deakins in Broken Arrow.
Oh my god!
The first collaboration between John Travolta's over-the-top acting and John Woo's over-the-top directing resulted in a movie with all of the restraint and subtlety of a kid who has just discovered how to masturbate.
Your brain presses against your skull and it feels like this.
In a final climactic showdown on a runaway train, the villainous Deakins is beaten by Christian Slater's good guy, who disables the nuclear MacGuffin seconds before a collision which results in Deakins being Dr. Strangeloved into oblivion. Oh, and just look at his face. He knows he's going out in the coolest way possible.
Royale with cheese.
Number 2 is death by nuclear weapon to the stomach. Number 1. Bone Crusher in Transformers. God damn it, Michael Bay. You're hard to love, but you're harder to hate. Especially when you do something right.
Enemy scrotum.
The first on-screen demise of a live-action Bay former at the bladed hand of Optimus Prime was something that no one expected.
Sorry, my bad.
Now sure, we had seen these guys get killed off in the cartoon, but nobody had ever met their toy maker in such a violent and brutal way. Okay, well there is this, but... Yeah, okay, maybe those, but... God damn, that movie's fucked up!
Nonsense.
Despite being heavily featured in the trailers, Bone Crusher was only on screen for a couple minutes, which made it all the more shocking that he would be killed off so quickly. But that's what you get for trying to take on the leader of the Autobots all by your lonesome.
You're an idiot.
That's right, the number 1 coolest way to die in a movie is death by Optimus Prime.
Boobies.
Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Do you think I'm a sick fuck because I laughed at this scene? So, if you've got a favorite death scene from a movie that isn't a Serbian film, then post it in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.
What kind of babbling bullshit is this?